And since it's been a couple months since my last video, we have version 2.3 of Touch Portal. And I don't know, I seem to be getting quite a few views on the Flashbang, which is surprising given the quality of my productions. But with this version, I just wanted to go over a few things very quickly because everything from the last videos is still valid. You just have the option to arrange them in a more, I don't know, better way. And be able to reuse certain things a little more efficiently. As you can see, values has replaced the custom states. This is, and we actually get a page that actually states the values, which is nice. For certain things that I'm working on, like redemption of keys to trigger events, and I don't have that 100% yet, so I'm not making a video on it. Yeah, so we have for the flashbang portion, we have all of our rewards in here. Well, actually, this is for the randomizer. Never mind. I'm an idiot. But if we go to events, this is basically every event that we can trigger. And in this version, events basically are pretty barren. You basically just tell it what to do or what to trigger. So we have this one with trigger flashbang when channel points are redeemed for flashbang. It'll execute the flow. Now the flows are actually where the magic happens. That's what we'd put on our buttons in the previous version. So if we go to flows, I can look up flashbang, and there's all it is. And going back to pages, I have no flashbang in here. So I don't have to have a button for it anymore, which is nice. Some of these things I do have buttons for, and those I just haven't migrated over. This reset keys, I have just reset the values of these things to 0. Just something I was working on in the background here. But I mean, it's that easy to convert all this stuff. You now have values, flows, and events. Flashbang, it's the same thing. You're just doing that. If you want to, for randomizer, now that you have an execute flow, you can just change one of these to flashbang. It's that easy. I'm not going to do it for that because I already have some. And then for all these are just flows. In the stream, that one is just that one's an actual action, but all these flows, as you can see, is where all the magic happens. Let's go over the randomizer a little bit here, because that one can be a little more spread out than what we're used to. So for randomizer, my trigger word is gamble. And as previously, we set the value to 0 because we want to reset the value every time it's triggered. Otherwise, it could repeat on the same thing all the time. And I generate a message. If random reward is 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 7, it'll execute the flow in these random flows here. So for such as random audio, if I went to the flow for random audio, where the hell is it? There it is. Now it'll do another roll, and just keeping everything in here. Now instead of like executing the haha laugh through here, because we could use that elsewhere if you want to, we just use the execute flow, and we have a haha flow somewhere around here. Ooh, somewhere. There it is. And that's all it is. So it's just kind of more organization. You could change any of these things at will. You know, if I don't want fuck off on there anymore, I just want like maybe 2 ha-has, 2 chances for haha. I could pretty much just do that and then change this to ha ha. But I don't want to do that. But it's just more organization. And the other cool thing with this is that now with this version, we have queues. So if multiple people are throwing flashbangs at the same time, they will actually trigger in succession. So once the first flashbang's done, it'll trigger the next one, rather than forgetting about however subsequent flashbangs were redeemed in that period of time. So why don't I go over here and redeem 2 of them. I'm going to close my eyes for them because I am running low on Tylenol.
Throwing flashbang.
And put 2 out there. Okay. And there should be another one coming up very shortly.
Throwing flashbang.
There it is. Hands over the fucking lights. Nice. Okay. So that's basically all I wanted to show. I don't have fancy slides. I guess I could throw them in there, but I mean, all you're really doing is dissecting parts of the video that I previously made and just implementing them into values, events, and flows. Pretty much just how I showed you. Another cool thing, if you do use a randomizer, which I will do a gamble here. That was a scream. So these values will change and you'll see them update in real time. Oops, I didn't want to redeem key. That's another thing I'm working on. So it rolled, looked like it rolled, yeah, the random reward, and then it was doing a lesser visual. So something visually happened on my screen. I couldn't see it because I'm not in game mode on my OBS. So that's a cool little thing to see. Let's see what else. Okay, so it was rolling a special one here. Oh, fuck. It was a stealth flashbang. It has no audio, and yeah, I think that's where I'm going to call the video. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm more than happy to help. This is like unedited. I just want to get this out there, so just in case people want to know. Thanks.